Hello students, we were studying the chapter number 1, An Uncomfortable Bed, written by Guy D. Maupassant, and we have completed till paragraph number 1. Okay, now let us begin from the paragraph number 12. Then I sat down cautiously. The armchair was solid. I did not dare to go into the bed. However, the night was advancing, and I finally came to the conclusion that I was being foolish. I was certain that my friends were spying on me, waiting for the success of whatever joke they had prepared. But in that case, they must have been laughing their heads off at my terror. I could not let them have so much fun at my expense. I made up my mind to go to bed. Now see children, the author sat down cautiously. Okay, he sat down on the armchair with full alertness. And then he was sitting there for a long time till the night became very dark. That is, the night was advancing, okay, till the late night. And then finally, the author came to the conclusion that I was being foolish. My friends must be spying on me. Okay, that is, my friends must be looking at me through the keyhole. So I should not be afraid. I should not show them that I am afraid. Okay, I must be relaxed so that I should not be the piece of a joke. Okay, I am not going to allow them to make me as a joke. And by thinking all these points, the author prepared himself to sleep. Okay, so he made up his mind to go to bed. But the bed was particularly suspicious looking. But see, still he was not ready to go to bed, because according to him, he was feeling that the bed is something suspicious. I pulled at the curtains. They seemed to be secure. All the same, there was a danger overhead, or perhaps I was going to receive a cold water shower overhead. Now see, what imaginations came into the author's mind. He was thinking that when I'll go to my bed, okay, then I may have a cold water shower. Or the moment I stretched myself out, I would find myself sinking to the floor with my mattress. It might be possible that I may sink into the floor from the bed. So these were his thinking, that my friends can give me the cold shower bath, or I may sink down from the bed. While thinking these things, he became very nervous. Okay, now he realized that the bed is not good enough for me to sleep. So now see what he did. I searched in my memory for all the practical jokes I had ever experienced, and I did not want to be caught. Certainly not, certainly not. Now he was thinking about all the practical jokes by which he can be made fool by his friend. And so he decided, no, I will not be fool. Okay, no one can make me fool, and that's why I want to be very alert. Then suddenly thought of a precaution which could ensure my safety. I caught hold of the side of the mattress carefully and very slowly drew it towards me. It came away, followed by the sheet and the rest of the bedclothes. I dragged all these objects into the very middle of the room, facing the door, Okay, now see till here. Now what the author has thought that he will not sleep on the bed. And so he took out all the bed sheets and mattress and pillow from the bed and set everything in the middle of the room. And he faced his towards the door. Okay, his face was towards the door. There is some distance from the bed sheet that I could not trust and the corner which had filled me with such anxiety. Now simply the author arranged everything in the middle because he doesn't want to go into the corner because of his anxiety, because he was feeling that there may be some problem, okay, made by his friends. So he was not ready to go to the corner. He set everything in the middle. I made my bed all over again as well as I could. Then I extinguished all the candles and grouping my way to my newly made bed on the floor, I slipped under the bedclothes. And what he did, he extinguished all the candles, and after a complete darkness, by touching the things, the author came to his new improvised bed and then put himself inside the bed sheets, and then he slept. Now come to the paragraph 15. Okay. For at least another hour I remained awake. Starting at the slightest sound, everything seemed quiet in the house. I feel asleep. Now for the next hour he was awaking, and after that he slept. I must have been in a deep sleep for a long time. All of a sudden, I was awakened with a start by a heavy body tumbling down right on top of me. At the same time, I received on my face, my neck, and my chest a burning liquid which made me utter a howl of pain and a dreadful noise, as if a sideboard laden with plates and dishes had fallen down, almost deafened me. Now see what has happened. Now the author slept, and all of a sudden he was awakened with a start by a heavy body tumbling down right on top of me. And he was awakened as if he felt that someone has fallen on his body. And at the same time, he received on my face, on his own face, on his neck and on chest a burning liquid. Okay? He felt a burning liquid on his face, neck and chest. And it was paining a lot. Then he heard a dreadful noise. And what was the noise? As if a sideboard laden with plates and dishes has fallen down. As if a cupboard that is kept inside the room that had fallen down, and every plate and dishes and cups that were kept on in those almirah, they all had fallen down. Now that loud sound made him deaf. The weight that had fallen upon me was crushing me and preventing me from moving. I was getting smothered beneath it. I stretched out my hand to find out what was the nature of this object. I felt a face, a nose, and whiskers with all my strength. I struck a blow at this face, but I immediately received a shower of slaps which made me jump straight out of the sofa seat. The door of the room was open. I rushed into the corridor in my night shirt. Now see, the weight that had fallen upon me was crushing me and preventing me from moving. Now I got a very heavy weight on my body. And I was feeling that I am beneath someone very heavy thing. Now the author tried to stretch out his hand. okay, and to feel what is the nature of the object that had fallen on him. And the author felt that the object that had fallen on him had a face, nose, and whiskers. Now, what the author had done? Author had tried to remove that heavy body from his body, but immediately he received a shower of slaps. He got a tight slap from that body and he jumped straight out of the soaked sheet, and then he stood up and ran away from his room in his nightshirt. Oh heavens, it was broad daylight. The noise brought my friends hurrying to the spot. As I looked into the room with them, I found lying on my improvised bed a dismayed valet while bringing me my morning cup of tea. He had tripped over the unexpected bed in the middle of the floor and fallen on his stomach, spilling my breakfast over my face. Now, when he came out of his room, he saw that it was a broad daylight, and all his friends, they came to him. And then he looked into his room and he found that his own valet, his own dismayed valet, was lying down on his improvised bed, and the cup, the plate, the breakfast, everything had fallen. And I had taken my precautions by closing the shutters and going to sleep in the middle of the room. But those very precautions had brought about the practical joke I had been trying to avoid. Now see children, the author, during the whole night, the author was trying to keep himself away from all the practical jokes. And to keep himself safe from the practical jokes, the author was doing everything. He was closing the door, he was closing the shutters, he was simply putting the chair, maintaining the curtain, checking the beds, and then checking the chair, and then he sat, and then he made his own bed and slept there. During the whole night, he was busy in all these activities so that he should not be made fool by his friends. But alas, all these activities made him fool. Okay? Now, oh, how they all laughed that day. All his friends were laughing and laughing during the whole day. So this was the story. Now children, we have completed the chapter. In the next video, we will do the exercises. Till then, you read the chapter 2 or 3 times and mark the tough words and find their meanings and write down. Okay?